1, 2, 3, you put your eyes on me. 5, 5, 6, and my feelings are mixed. 7, 8, 9, I just follow the signs. 10, kiss me in the rain. 1, 2, 3, you're so blind to see. 4, 5, 6, 8, I'm taking the risk. 7, 8, 9, I just follow the line. 10, kiss me in the rain. Children, we're just...
So here we are on board the Ferrari of Mr. Jensen 89 as he's about to start a lap of Paul Ricard in France. So heading down into turn 1, difficult corner this, a blind apex. In between these two curbs is kind of where you want to brake. Dropping down to the 4th, then early up into 5th, not running too wide here or you will invalidate, and you want to avoid that inside curb as well, otherwise it will spin your car around. 15 metre board is your next brake zone, a little dab on the brakes, trying to carry as much speed as possible around this section. You can win or lose an awful lot of lap time if you get that right or wrong. Heading down into the main straight here, DRS activation zone, a very popular overtaking zone for obvious reasons, but his eyes will be firmly fixed on this next difficult brake zone. Just after the 100 metre boards, you want to hard on the brakes, down in the 4th and even in the 3rd, short shifting up the gears here, not too greedy on the traction on that curb or it'll throw you off. And then yes, it's just hanging on until as we go around, I think this is Mistral Street as they call it, flat out around this long right-hander, and then you can brake much later into this looping right-hander, slowly just letting the car, the natural retardation of the gears to slow your car down, and then as the curb starts just on your left there is your brake zone, slowly twisting it in, winding it into that late apex. Lap almost over, just as the blue starts on the track is kind of like your brake zone, gliding the car around, heavy on the brakes, short shifting up as well to control that traction, DRS activated, and that completes the lap of Paul Ricard.
One, two, three, you put your eyes on me. 5, 5, 6, and my feelings are mixed. 7, 8, 9, I just follow the signs. 10, kiss me in the rain. 1, 2, 3, you're so blind to see. 5, 5, 6, 8, I'm taking the risk. 7, 8, 9, I just follow the line. 10, kiss me in the rain. Children, we're just children. Children, we're just children. Play with me, I'll play with you.
No.
Hello and welcome one and all to another fantastic weekend of Formula One racing here on SLR. France is the location this week at the Circuit de Paul Ricard Grand Prix. Covering all the action will be myself, Tipsy Bob, and the wonderful youthful voice of Mr. Bailey Thompson.
Hello. Hi. I'm here. Yeah, France bad track in my opinion, but hopefully it brings some form of action. You can see the champ. Yeah, I'm trying. Hopefully
Yes,
the audio's okay. That's the only issue I'm thinking about.
Yes, there was a few technical problems at the start of the stream there, people, but don't worry. All is under control now. The lobby is full and qualifying has commenced. So we're going to get to see some cars on track shortly. And yeah, we're going to see whom is going to go for the alternative strat of soft medium. are some people going to try and qualify on mediums this week? Who knows? It's tier 2. The guys are really rapid in tier 2, like tier 1. So you might see some differing strats in terms of their qualifying. I'd be interested to see if anyone does run for the mediums. I guess it kind of depends on what the top 10 times are. But yeah, man, I'm really buzzing for this. It's been a while since I've commentated now. As some of the old school guys would know, I used to do it regularly. But yeah, one off today, maybe a full time if someone gives it up. But yeah, I'm really buzzing for this one because this grid builds, what a grid we have. I
True.
mean, it's so difficult to try and pick. I'll flip. I just see Icewind is here as well, a mega driver as well. The man keeps putting himself down. He is a mega driver. But then, of course, you got Azakin and then Legend. Meepo, whenever he pulls it together, Meepo can do a good job. Sahadinis, Crystals, Ace Boy, Kurz. Kurz has just got phenomenal pace recently. Don't know where he's got it from. Milan is here, another as well. Oh man, I could just go through the whole grid. This is going to be a really, really tight qualifying. What do you think, Bales?
Well, that's something will be an interesting one. The Crystal's car's really improved. We obviously got, as you say, Milan, free fast guy. Legend, can't count him out. He's currently leading the championship on 76 points. Won 3 out of the 4 races so far. Crystals is the first one out on the circuit. We got Meepo, a tier 4 driver, in the mix as well. So quite an assortment of drivers on this grid today.
Yeah, man. But you know, I mean, I've done a couple of the tier 2 races in my time, and I mean, if you keep out of trouble, you can pretty much do pretty well in tier 2 because it's so competitive. You know, none of the drivers will give each other an inch. You know, they will fight for every last inch of track, and every single position matters in this tier because it is so competitive. So, because of that nature, incidents happen quite regularly, and so who knows? I think that probably we're looking at least one safety car today, Beals.
Yep, especially with it on standard and how regular the safety cars do come out at the circuit. It's probably a high chance of one, and just the nature of tier 2. We've seen past seasons, we've seen this season how high collision based these races can be, and it's like you said, it's really just about keeping it clean and making sure you got a full front wing by the end of the first lap and the end of the final one.
The thing about it is, Bales, that DNF. That's what I'm going to get to. France, the nature of the track is, you know, it's got these massive runoffs. And again, I'm like a broken record. I've said this so many times whenever I did commentate that I'm old school. I like the old school tracks with either walls up against the edge of the track or gravel pits, and which kind of forces the drivers to like. Well, it doesn't force them, but it gives that massive element of danger that if you get it wrong, then your race is going to end very quickly. So France obviously allows for mistakes. But, you know, what I was getting to was because of the nature of the track, DNFs are not that common. The fast looping right-hander, sometimes if people try to go side by side there, even the slightest little nudge will send them off. And 9 times out of 10, they can get away with it. But yeah, maybe not see many DNFs today, but I am expecting some incidents, certainly, Bales.
I mean, it's just how it is in this tier. It's always been like this in this tier. The collisions, we've got quite a few. I think this tier holds the record for the amount of the highest amount of reports the FIA that I deal with. I think it's something like 17 or 18. It's quite manic. So France, it's got massive runoffs, but I think the safety car's more determined on how many cars are actually stopped on track now, more than the actual retirements. I've seen quite a few big crashes that have not caused a safety car, but a single car stopped on the circuit has brought it out.
So kicking us off, first time on the board is Crystals with a 130, pretty much 130 dead, you may say. Pretty rapid, but I know these guys have got 29s in them, maybe even 28s. I would say I'm expecting a very low 29 today. And there we go, we've got a almost mid-range 29 by Azakin.
Yep.
Very rapid German, I believe. And and then here we go. We're dropping Legend. I think he's one of the main ones to watch today. He's leading the championship legend is, well, legend by name, legend by nature, or legend by name, legend by yeah, that's not going to work. So just move on with that one. But yeah, he's known throughout the SLR as being an incredibly
There
rapid
we go.
time.
That's Milan. Milan is Shizu Academy driver, so he can.
Yeah.
He's known for being quite fast.
Yeah, but I mean, like all of these guys, like Milan is the other guy. I mean, he's mega. But I seen someone mention about this currently in P9. Is it the Lyrixy? I'm not an unknown quantity to me, but I believe he's quick.
49.3 through the middle sector, so he's coming through the final corner. 49.3 through the middle sectors. Decent pace. So
And I'm expecting a good showing by Kurz and by Crystals. Interesting fact about Crystals. Did you know, Bailey, that he's actually Chinese?
no, not this again. I was in the
Did
VC.
you know?
I was in the VC when this happened. I did not know that. No.
Yeah, and again, I didn't know he actually knows kung fu. So no messing with Crystals. Any tangling, any tangling on the pitch or on the track, and you know the guy knows kung fu. What? So you watch yourselves. But yeah, here we go. As I predicted, the low 29s flip, and we're only started qualifying. So yes, definitely we're going to be looking for a 1 minute 28 something today, Beals.
Probably. I've seen Crystals and Kurs do 28 ones in time trial, but obviously this is Grand Prix mode, and the Taiwan with softs is really high, so you got to keep them in check for your run on the outlap. Got to do a slow outlap pretty much. I think they can go up to 2 or 3% just on that run alone, and they really put a lot of wear on your tires. So you just got to be careful. Maybe that's why some of the drivers might go for the mediums. The mediums can stay on it through the lap a lot better than what the softs can. The softs try to almost fade away as you come through the last couple of corners. So maybe that's why the mediums could be a bit more favourable.
Yeah, and one of the big things that was in the Discord all week is about, you know, do you do soft medium? Do you do soft hard? And generally the consensus is soft hard. But, you know, speaking from experience here, soft medium is doable if you really look after your mediums. But, you know, overall, I think the soft hard is probably the best choice to go for. You're going to get that grip pretty much all the way through the hard run.
Ooh, hood him around.
Yes.
Hoodham's around at
Hoodham's around, yeah.
turn 10, I believe that is, turn 11, on the medium tyres, so on the less grippy tyres, he's just looped it around. He's managed to get going again with no damage on the Alfa Romeo.
Also, for the guys watching as well, everybody who's watching, feel free to get something in the comments section. I am always checking it out, and if there's anything interesting or even humorous, I mean, I will call it out. I have Kitsune, that would be Mashiri, my wife, saying, Donnez-moi du jitige. So she wants a little bit of wheel-on-wheel action today. I think you're well in store for some jitige today, Kenny.
We all want some wheel-on-wheel yeetage. I provide yeetage in tier 1. That's my main goal. I like a dive bomb. I like watching them as well, seeing if people can stick them. Oh, girl again, doing a bit of drifting through the penultimate corner there. It's going to cost him a bit of time as he comes down the main straight. We'll see where this time puts him. It looks like it's going to be a 30.7. Puts him the lowest of the people that have actually set a time in this session. Kurz is on a lap on the medium tyres. He's just started. He's coming through turn 4, I believe that is. I'm going to see what that first sector split is. It's a 22 dead. That is quite fast on mediums.
Woohoo!
And he is...
Well, here, Bales, can I just say on the stream, I can hear someone buzzing me on Discord, right? I don't want to risk Alton tabbing out because I'm hosting the lobby. So if someone wants to send me maybe a Steam message instead, I could probably look at that. But yeah, can't check Discord, lads.
Yep. As Kurz is going to try and pick up a bit of slipstream from Joel there, but obviously no, not really worth it. Might have cost him a bit of time in fact, as he had to drift out wide. 49.6. That's currently around a mid 29. On the mediums, but the softs will gain quite a bit. Obviously, this is where the high grip level tyres will gain the most. On the mediums, though, it seems to be a pretty clean lap through there as he comes through the snaily section. I think that's turn 13. Coming out of the penultimate corner, a bit of a weird one. A few different ways you can take this one. He goes for a bit of a wider line than what I would prefer. Clips the curb on the apex of the final corner and gets a good run, straightens the car out nice and easy with the DRS open. We'll see where this puts him on the medium tyres. It's P2 with a 29.4 on the yellow wall tyre.
Man, that is mega. Well, I think it's mega. It's maybe not mega, but for me, that is mega. 29.4 on the mediums. Man, I would be pushing at my absolute limit. I think I could maybe do a 20. I have done a 29.9 on softs, and that was it. That's 29.4 on mediums. My goodness.
So Aceboy can't join, says he's banned from the lobby. He must have not picked his tire location. If you take too long picking your tire location and you let the timer run out, it bans you. That's to prevent the desync from happening. And
So can I still not invite him?
no, he's banned from the lobby. That's why he can't join back.
Oh man. So Ace Boy, if you hear that, man, it's sadly I can't help you there, man. It's according to Bales, you have been automatically banned.
Curse is blocking Joel here on a lap.
Yeah, see that?
That was interesting. You don't want to be blocking an admin like that. It's probably not going to end well. I don't think Joel would be too happy about that one. Milan's invalidated on his lap. Legend is also invalidated. So a lot of validate. Who is that Ferrari spun there? Is that Sianides? It is. Well, it was. He's on the medium tyres and he just spun there. So the Ferrari living up to what it stands for, is spinning, but he's managed to get going again with no damage, as you would expect at this track. Joel goes P5 with a 29.6 on the softs, so that makes it a Red Bull 5.6. Looking at the third row, and the Aston Martin looking at the fourth row there, but as I can do something about it. Pemi slots into P7 there to split that up. Azakin's on a lap as well, so he's going to try and leapfrog a few guys. It's pretty tight from P9 to P5, like a tenth and a half in it, as is the Aston Martin, his teammate off the circuit there. Coming around the penultimate corner is Azakin, and into the final, taking a bit wider line than what we saw Kurz do, but that should give him a better run when the exit at the corner. We'll see what the time is for Azakin. It's a 29.4, and that puts him P2 1,000th in front of Kurz in third place in mediums.
Okay, Bale, so yeah, I'm just doing a bit of researching into the background here. So Ace, as you said, has been banned from the lobby. I don't know why, but it must be for the reason you said. So I have been given the call that after qualifying, we will make a new lobby with the custom grid, and Ace will start at the back.
Poor Ace. We can't see his pace, but hopefully he'll make some of the ground up in the race. That rhymes, hey. Who is on a lap currently? It doesn't look like anyone from the sharp end of the field. Blurix? We're going to call him Blur, Blur on the Mercedes. He is on an outlap currently. Doesn't really look like anyone is on a proper lap from what I can see. So Blur's going to begin his lap on the Mercedes. You may as well run on board. We'll see what he can do. Crystal's forgot to put the ERS on hot lap. So that's why he couldn't do his second run. But we're coming to the final runs now of the qualifying session, if we haven't got the timing glitch there. Putting it fine there, losing the rear a lot, and that's put him straight off the circuit and probably abort in that run there. As he's gonna go straight over the chicane there. Really frustrated with his little mistake.
Yeah, so one guy I'm watching here is Legend, as he's trying to navigate his way around the track for his probably his final run. It's as I predicted, Bales, this quali is so tight. I just cannot call who's going to get it. Is someone going to knock Blurixie or TSX off pole with a 28? Let's see. We're going to find out soon.
Crystal's on the mediums. I haven't had the tyres up for half this qualifying session. That is currently what it looks like, but Crystal's on the mediums and Milan on the mediums. So they're looking to try and beat their time on the harder compound of tyre. So would that be a bit of strategic play coming into effect now? Crystal's let Legend go through, so he might try and use Legend to get him around the lap, because obviously Legend's going to be faster on the softs than he is on those medium tyres, so he might be trying to get a slipstream. As Gala retires on track there. from the session. So I think we watched Legend go around.
Yeah, I'm on board with Legend as well. He's just about to start his lap. So here goes, Bales.
Yep.
DRS activated. Do you want me to call this? DRS activated. Crosses the line. Here we go. So can Legend steal pole of TSX? Drops down into 4th. Back up in the 5th. Avoids that curb on the inside, like I said before in the hot lap. Will send your car flying. So we're going to keep a close eye up on his delta as well to see if he is up on his time. Oh, a little bit twitchy there from Legend. Early on the par, you want to be gingerly on the acceleration here. Again, it's a very tricky section, but then it's all straightforward here. DRS activated, hugging the right-hand line. He was up just by about a 10th, I saw, in Sector 2. Let's see how he navigates this chicane and checking his delta time. Not too much over the curb or you will invalidate. Nicely navigated by a Legend. So here we go. Almost at the end of Sector 2. Eyes fixed. He is up. He's up by a 10th. Which at the moment, that's not enough for pole. But can he gain ground in this final sector? Oh, he's a little bit... He ran a little bit deep onto that. I can never remember the names of these corners. Yeah. Doing pretty good so far. Oh, a little bit twitchy. Oh, he's invalidated. Legend has invalidated his lap, so he will not be getting pole. Is there anybody else on a lap?
Crystals is invalidated as well.
Who?
Crystals is invalidated as well.
So it's down to... Well, Milan is on a lap as well. So Milan has started his lap, so he'll be the first.
He's on mediums as well.
Yeah, so he'll be the first to check, and then we'll be keeping an eye on Bloxy, Anningson, or Azakin, and Kurz. So Milan... What's his delta? Oh, he's down by almost 4/10. So it's not looking good for Milan.
Who's just went up though? Someone just gained a few positions. That was Ice up in a P7. He's getting a slipstream from his teammate though. That could bring him right into it. Apparently the stream is breaking up a bit for some people. I hope that it's fine.
Yeah, it's a little bit laggy for on my phone as well. Oh, Milan, what's happened with Milan? He's backed out.
He's obviously not. He obviously wasn't improving on that time.
So Milan has backed out. Let's keep an eye. Kurz is down by just over half a second as well.
He's invalidated.
So they're all dropping like flies here. As Azakin, he's on a lap. Sector 2. Let's see what his time is. Is he up? Can he knock TSX off pole?
He is. He's up by a 10th and a bit. It's not currently enough. That'll be up as a 29.2, so he needs to find a lot more time for this last sector if he wants to dethrone the Mercedes. But Mercedes has also got a lap. The time has definitely glitched for us. So the Mercedes is just about a beginner lap. And Azakin on the curb there, having to adjust his car. So it's really going to cost him time, and he's going to pull into the pit lane.
Yeah, so far no one is going to knock him off the pole. Can Blurixie do a Schumacher and watch everyone struggle to beat him and then go out and beat his own time? Let's find out. Running on board with TSX, our current pole sitter, as he crosses Sector 1. He is up, but by an absolute fraction. Let's see how he gets on the rest of the lap. Oh, he's going to get maybe a little bit of a slipstream here, is he? Maybe half a slipstream? No, he's not using it at all.
No, I think it might have been a cost more time by swiping over there. I might just be for personal glory, saying I did this without the slipstream. I will see if he's up there. It was a very nice chicane. We'll see what the split is, and it is a 10th and a half up on that time. So we'll see if he can gain any more through this last sector. And down into 4th gear, revving the balls off the car there. 5th and 6th gear coming into the snaily part of the track there. It's very nice, keeping the car as straight as he can, straight out the corner, dare I say, and he now coming through the penultimate corner and into the final. We'll see if he can get a good exit, shifting straight up into 4th gear on the run up to the line. It looks like it'll be a 28. What's it going to be? It's a 28.633 from the Mercedes.
Look at that. That is mega. There is no better way to stamp your authority over a qualifying is to see people struggle to beat your original time and then absolutely blow your own time out of the water to secure pole. Fantastic qualifying by TSX. But remember, lads, so we're going to have to make a new lobby and custom grid. So make sure someone in the background gets a screenshot of the grid, and I'll get a new lobby up shortly. I'll just leave it for a couple of seconds so people can get a good check of the grid.
I did the scrolly thing, so I have got the whole grid.
Okay, so I'm gonna make a new lobby now, lads.
In the meantime, I guess I'll just switch over to the live studio, and we can discuss the standings currently on your screen. I have to turn up my quality.
I cannot leave my own lobby.
Oh yeah, it's weird. If you can try and join like someone else, like another lobby, it usually works. But it's very broken. This game. In the meantime,
Okay, so
yeah.
so I've left. So I'm gonna make a new lobby, guys, and we're gonna get the custom grid sorted out and get this show on the road. We don't want to delay it too much.
No. In the meantime, the championship standings are currently looking Legend on top and 76 points, Hood'em in second place with a Desi behind. So 3 drivers that haven't done particularly great in qualifying in the top 3 in the championship there. Ezekin, who is second place on the grid, so good show from him, and Satanidis, I don't actually remember where he is starting in that Ferrari. He might not even be racing. Pemi and Crystals. Crystals not done too well in the championship so far, down in 7th place. Definitely not representable to his pace, and neither was the qualifying session. Qualifying sessions seemed to be a struggle this season. If you remember back to Bahrain, where he invalidated all of his runs, and I think in Baku he also crashed, or that may have been Monaco. And Yanis and Kurz. Kurz also someone who's not in the position that they maybe should have been. Represent to their pace, to their current pace, might I add. Big improvements from the Haas driver. He currently starting P3 and on the medium compound tyre. He'll be one to watch for the race today, definitely. With Gala rounding out the top 10 in the Alpine, and I think AlphaTauri leads the way in the Constructors' Championship. But as we just wait for the lobby to get.
So the new lobby's up. Get the guys in, and then I'll get the custom grid sorted out.
Currently have 17 people watching. Well, that's quite a lot.
That's good. That's good. That's what we want to see. A few people saying, well, actually, it's let me see. It's just it's just my wife so far. I think maybe Kebab was saying as well that it's a little bit unwatchable, but it seems to be going pretty smooth for me on my screen.
Yeah, it's smoothed out since they were saying that, so I think it's fine.
Yeah, but remember, lads, if you're listening, a new lobby is up. So the sooner people get in here, the quicker I can get the. Oh, they're all here. Flip. So, so could you call out the custom grid for me, please, if possible?
I definitely can. So we have. It's actually a good rundown for the other people. We have a TSX on pole position.
TSX pole.
Yep, and then we got Azakin in second.
Azakin second.
With Kurz third on the medium tires.
Okay.
Milan Joel is 4th, 5th.
Milan and then Joel.
Yep.
Well, that's a good job by Milan. Or sorry, Joel.
And then Legend and Marley, P6 and 7.
Marley? Who's Marley? Oh yeah, Marley.
Marley.
Yep.
Another tall guy is P8.
He's not here.
Okay. Well then.
Oh, there he is. Hang on.
Oh.
Okay, another tall guy, P8.
And then we have Ice and Pemi, P9 and 10 for the top 10.
Okay, Ice and Pemi.
Then we have Papa and Nape, or Nape.
Papa and then Nap.
Yep. And then
yep.
we have we have a Greek in an Alfa Romeo. Yeah.
12th, yeah.
13th.
Oh, Tassis is 13th?
Yep.
So is Nape 11th? Hang on, that's not right.
Nap is 12th.
Okay. Who's 11th?
Papa.
I need to run down these again because something not right.
Okay, so it's TSX
So,
Azakin.
I have TSX, then Azakin, Kurz, Milan, Joel, Legend, Mali, Icewind, Pemi.
Yeah, you're missing another tall guy in it.
Oh, he must have left. Okay, we'll just keep going anyway,
Okay.
Bill. So
then we got Crystals.
So Pemi, Papa, and then Crystals.
Pemi, Papa, Nappa.
Oh, sorry, Napa.
And then
okay, then Crystals. Yep.
No, then Tassus.
Okay, so Pemi, Papa, Nap, Tassus, Crystals.
Yes. Sanidus, then Curious.
Okay.
Meepo, then Gurla.
Yep.
And then Hoodem and Ace Boy.
Hoodem and Ace Boy. So we're just waiting for another tall guy to come in.
Yep, I've been pinged. Why? Oh, is it dry? I think it's dry.
Oh yes, we need to do the weather. So hang on, there is another tall guy.
One, two, three, you put your eyes on me. 5, 5, 6, and my feelings are mixed. 7, 8, 9, I just follow the signs. 10, kiss me in the rain. 1, 2, 3, you're too blind to see. 4, 5, 6, 8, I'm taking the risk. 7, 8, 9, I just follow the line. 10, kiss me in the rain. Children, we're just children.
Welcome back. We're back. We're here again for the race. We have set everything up. We are ready to go. Top 10 needs to start on the tyres they qualified on. That is compulsory.
Yes.
I think the soft runners get a bit of an advantage though. They get fresh softs.
Yeah, apologies, ladies and gentlemen, who is still there. It was a little bit of a technical issue there with Ace Boy getting in with the tire selection, I believe, Bales. That's what it was, and then it bans you. So, anyone just getting up to speed? We've had qualifying already. TSX is on pole with a mega time. The only guy to get into the 128s. We have set up a new lobby, custom grid, and yeah, we should be getting into the race hopefully anytime soon.
Yep, we are waiting for the plane. There we go, we got that timer. So we should be going relatively soon for the formation lap. Unless you've done a me and accidentally turned it off.
No, you see, Bales, because whenever I was setting the lobby up before the race, I checked, made sure Joel checked it over, and then I saved the setting.
Wow.
You see, I've done this before.
Tipsy with the big brain. Yep, here we go, formation lap. We'll check tyres, make sure no one's in a sneaky, no one has. Everyone's starting on the tyres they should be. So yeah, cars on the only one on the medium tyres inside the top 10, and then everyone on the mediums outside the top 10, apart from Meepo and Gerla, Meepo and Hart and Gerla on those soft compound tyres. So I don't really think there's much else to say really. I think obviously TSX is one of the favourites, as is cars on those mediums. They'll come into play about 3 or 4 laps in. It'll be interesting to see how Crystals and Ace come through the field. So yeah, I think we're in for an interesting one.
Bales, I'm getting requests for you to turn the game volume up by 2 clicks.
In the game or in OBS?
Well, it's the game volume, so 1 click actually, 1 click. Just so the people watching can hear the engines, I believe. So 1 click at least.
Right. Well, I did a click. We'll see how the click affects things.
Let's see how much difference 1 click makes. But yeah, do you know what, guys? While we're just getting through this formation lap, it's astonishing for me to see how much quicker Kurz has got. I mean, he's always been pretty rapid, but just recently he is just, I don't know what it is, like I stated, but he has got some crazy pace from I don't know where. Excuse me, I was just coughing there. To get into P3 on mediums against these guys, that is mega. I mean, you would be one silly person to not bet on him getting the win here if he can keep his nose clean, because that's just a performance and a half, I have to say.
Right. Do you want to take the start, or should I?
If you want, yeah, I can give it a go.
Well,
it's been a while, Bales, but we'll give it a go. What happens is usually that there's so much action happens that my old brain kick just kind of gets all muddled up, and then I just forget how to speak. but we'll give it a go.
We do. As they line up onto the grid, trying to get a good camera angle is significantly harder with Codemasters.
Here goes. The lads are applying the revs. The lights are being applied. And lights out and off they go. And they all seem to get off at a pretty good launch off the line. TSX pulls straight across the block off the move up the inside. No one seems to be going for it just as yet that I can see. Reasonably clean stuff so far.
Oh, it's Williams.
Oh, we've got a Williams off as well. It's another tall guy. But we're going to stick with this battle up ahead. P3, there's a battle. Oh, a little bit of a touch between the Mercedes and the Aston. Oh, Milan is desperate to get past, as I can hear, to try and keep up with TSX. But we got another yellow. Someone else is dropping down the line. I can't keep an eye on it, but I just want to watch this front battle first. Kurz has also lost out 1 position. How are they all doing here so far? Oh, we've got a McLaren really going for, what's that, the Red Bull. Pemi is really going for Joel, and he's going for it, and he's a little bit of cut over the curb, but he makes the move stick. Well done, Pemi. Anything else you can see here, Bales? Everyone seems to be lining up.
Icewind's going alongside Joel now. He's going to try and pick up the scraps from that battle, but Joel boosts ahead. But more, it was both the Williams around, causing like yellow flag in sector 1 for the first half of the race. So the 2 Williams boys not having a great start to the race, P19 and P20 for them both. Kurz only losing 1 position because of those medium tyres is quite impressive as Crystals gets around Napier, as does Hoodham and Gerland now, who's going to try and get around the Aston Martin on those medium tyres.
Yeah. The Aston of Napier had a real tight tank slapper. We've got to switch between 2 Ferraris. The 2 Ferraris are side by side. Saladin and Icewind, 2 smart drivers. They'll not fight it too much. They know they play the long game. Yeah, so the lap 1 is over. Not an awful lot of changes so far. Kurz, of course, losing down those 1 spot. But yeah, whenever the DRS kicks in, if we can get some gaps developed, then we'll maybe see some moves. But as they're all within the DRS, I'm afraid we're probably going to see a DRS drain here for a couple of laps. But of course, DRS not activated until the next lap.
Yep. It does seem that way. Sandin is getting 5 positions off the start, as did Hoodham. So I think that a DRS train is going to be very likely the way this is currently planned now.
Crystal is going for a move on Tastis, Bales. He's trying to have it. No, he's backed out of it. He's maybe going to try and get him on the second part of the, I think this is the Mistral Straight. For me personally, I think it's a fantastic place to boost, because you can maybe make a little move up the inside of this corner, but no, keeping it all clean. Everyone's following along nicely in a little train. Oh, yep. But in saying that, Icewind's getting really, he's really sniffing that rear end. Forgive the expression of that Red Bull. He's really wants to get past. Ice does have a lot of pace in that Ferrari, so yeah, that would be one to watch. We got a yellow.
It's Papa in the McLaren. He's around in the wall now in the Armco barrier. Doesn't look like there's any damage to that McLaren, but it has split the DRS train into that. So
yeah, man. It's
the points runners and the non-points runners, and saying that Pemi is also out of that second window. So in P7, Pemi falling off that lead group a bit, and Kurz is right on the back of Milan, so he might be trying to get back through. The mediums they'll probably be neck and neck, if I'm honest, pretty even, and Kurz would have fantastic pace as we've seen.
Yeah, but the DRS is now activated for these lads. We're going to see the first lap of that rear wing flip open. Let's see what happens. Let's see who's going to go for it. I think Kurz is not going to hang about.
He's sticking behind. He's sticking behind, it looks like, for now. In the meantime, Icewind and Joel going side by side now, as is Crystals and the Alfa Romeo behind. And Icewind gets that move done, and the Alfa Romeos battled a bit. So Titus losing 2 positions in one straight there, and he might lose another here. Gerlin in the Alpine on the inside now. Can he do anything to defend this from the soft tyre? Running, there's a bit of contact there, and Gerlin had a drift around that corner pretty much to keep the position. And the Alpines getting past one Alfa Romeo there.
Further up ahead here, Bales, I'm keeping an eye on this battle. The front 4, very, very close. And you know, the more the laps run down here, the more Kurz starts to come into play here, because lap 4, 5 is whenever those softs start to kind of give up a little bit in the grip, and Kurz will be there to snatch whatever positions he can. But yeah, TSX going defensive on Azakin.
That's my compromise as X, so let's compromise both of their exits there. And Ice already getting a 3-second time penalty there, so this might get very tasty down the straight. Everyone's going to be jostling for positions. These guys really close together now, and Legend's right on the back of this train too, so you really can't count him out of this now. So I think it's either going to be, I think Kurz might have a go on Milan, but I think Azakin's pretty close to TSX, who will not have that DRS obviously, and Kurz is probably going to go for the move here. I think Azakin might be a bit too far back for a move. No, he's going to go for this for the lead of the race. Up the inside is the Aston Martin, and behind Kurz is going side by side with the other Mercedes, and Azakin's looking like he's got the move done, not quite, and he's going to have to go side by side again on the run up to turn 10. Can the Aston Martin steal the position? Now Kurz is going to go for the positions as well on the outside on the mediums. Doesn't look like any contact was made there, and Kurz got himself up into P2, and he's looking at the inside of... Oh, contact! And Kurz has been sent around, and the Mercedes had to take a point in action there. And Kurz, a bit too opportunistic on the inside, clips the rear of the Aston Martin, and that just sent him around there. And now he's down into P10. And Legend... Oh, he's around! So the tyres
those tires will be cooked.
Yeah.
And then of course maybe some of the guys will not appreciate them driving across.
Oh my god, that was close. Yeah. Milan is in the pit lane there, so might be a bit of damage from the Mercedes that's been given by Kurz. A little spin. No, he is pitting. He's on the 2-stop strategy, pitting straight onto those medium tyres.
Yeah, so what happened there was Kurz, I think, just got, I'm sure you won't mind me saying this, he got a little bit carried away there, a little bit greedy, and he really went for it. And yeah, he got caught out, and you know, getting Milan's position was a bonus, or it was a great move, but then getting TSX, he was flying, but I think to take 3 of them in the one lap was a bit too much, and that's really cost him because he was looking well on. But we'll see what happens if a safety car comes in, who knows. But what can happen now, you see, with Kurz is that maybe might get a little bit flustered, maybe get a couple of errors, running wide, getting the penalties. And in a situation like that, you want to keep your cool. Yeah,
but in the meantime, Ice is going for it on Pemi. Pemi broke really late. Looked like he was going to have a go on Marley. That's going to might compromise his exit. In the meantime, TSX had a bit of a mistake there. He lost the rear, and that's allowed Legend in a P2, and Azakin's broke away out the DRS zone. So it's all kicking off in the midfield now, as another tall guy in that Williams is spun for the second time this race through turn 8, as we'll hop back on to this little battle for P4 currently. But Azakin's breaking away now, got that second gap now, and broke out the DRS, and Blue, his tyres looks to be really fading away now, losing the rear a lot. I don't know whether he's got high tyre pressures or something, but Gala looks like he's had a bit of a collision, because he's lost quite a few positions now, and Joe's in the pit lane, and what is happening to that Mercedes? Ghosting constantly, he's disconnected. Oh, okay, I didn't see that. So that's why he's lost the positions.
Yeah, man, so, and this is the...
And Pepe's going for O'Malley on the inside. There's contact again. That might allow Icewind. Icewind on the outside now, and there's more contact between the Red Bull and these guys. It's getting very, very feisty in this midfield.
Yeah, and there's a battle further back too. It's already happened. Gurley getting past Meepo, but Meepo probably won't give this one up. But yeah, I'm just going to say there, Beals, this is the pit window. 5 to 7 is usually when you'll see people pit, and I believe the undercut is quite powerful here. Hence why we've seen a lot of people pitting as soon as that opened. Milan went on to the mediums, so we'll see how long he's...
Oh, 3 wide! They're going 3 wide down the turn. And Mine decides to back out of it. They all break late. TXX breaks up for 2 lane now, as he's on the runoff, and he's going to have to come back on the track, but he comes back in the lane, and there's contact, and there's damage. There might be a damage for the Red Bull there, and they're all squabbling for positions, and Icewind's the one who comes out on top. And now it's Mercedes and the Red Bull battling side by side, that beautiful white Red Bull. And it's now looking like the Mercedes is going to go side by side with the McLaren through turn 11, and he looks like he's got the move. But there definitely is damage to that Red Bull.
Oh, the Ferrari runs wide, and he gets himself a 3-second time penalty because he ran wide. Because this is exactly what I've predicted. No one in Tier 2 will give an inch. They are all really competitive, and pretty much half this grid can win the race. So yeah, this is to be expected.
Legend in.
So far, yeah, no safety cars, some front wings. I'm saying they're probably getting a lot of hot and flustered drivers in those helmets, so a lot to go yet, guys. 20 laps yet to go.
Oh my, what was that?
Did you see that, Bill?
Yeah, that Mercedes twitched really weirdly. He's disconnected, I think. I think that's what happened. So he's now running side by side with the... he's ghosting a lot. In the meantime, Crystals and Cyanidus are also battling side by side. Crystals decides to back out of it, doesn't really see the move. And oh my, yeah, he has in fact disconnected from the session, as I suspected. So the Mercedes not having too luck with the connection. Crystals is really making up the positions as well. He's been doing that pretty quietly, but now he's going to come into fire from Hoodham in the Alfa Romeo, someone who we overtook earlier in the race. Hoodham wants to get that position back on the Alpine on the inside now of turn 8. Oh, there's contact and Hoodham's around.
You're always running that risk if there's a little tap, just when you're on the maximum on your left-hand turn, the slightest little tap, well, that's what happens. My goodness, this is all kicking off. We're only 7 laps in.
My God. Kurtz has caught back to the strand. He's going to overtake the Mercedes he tried to overtake a few laps ago. So it's definitely weird what's happening in this race. It's Azakin still staying out, so he's going to try and do the soft mediums, I suspect. It's not going to be uncommon. I think we've seen it a few times.
This season. The thing about Milan, though, he pitted quite early for those mediums. I can't see them getting to the end, man. I mean, I pitted lap 9 for mediums, and by the end of the race, I was at 71% front left. So yeah, it's a tall order. I would say he's probably hoping for maybe a safety car.
Yeah, as Blur's another person I know, but Blur's AI pitted from that and put on the medium tyres, so I don't know how he's going to really feel about that, as Ace is going to get ahead of the Alfa Romeo there. Still can't pronounce his name, so I'm just going to call him the Alfa Romeo. Certainly this is right on the back of Hemi here, so the other Ferrari is going to try and go for the move on the McLaren, and Cyanidus getting the slipstream from his teammate as well. Oh my, bit of contact there! But it seems okay, no one's spinning around, doesn't look like there was any carbon fibre flying away. And Crystals might get involved here on the inside of the McLaren. He's going to try and stick with the with the Ferraris, and Cyanidus has a look on Ice up the inside. Ice had to take a bit of an evasive action there just to avoid a collision, but Cyanidus comes back in behind there, so everyone's getting a bit aggressive. And the only pass, the Icewind runs wide there, and Cyanidus takes the position. So, was that some tactical team orders, or was Cyanidus just getting a bit aggressive, considering Ice is on those old softs?
Yeah, well, if there is team orders, it does make sense to let the medium runner through. As Ice does indeed pit. But tell you what, Bales, that is some team there. We've got Icewind and Sahadinas together, 2 mega drivers. If they can keep it clean, although they do both have penalties, but that's a strong team. That's a strong Ferrari showing today. Yep,
as Curtis sneakily got into the back of this little battle now. Yeah, Kurs looking to do a bit of a recovery. I'm surprised he hasn't got damage. You've got a yellow flag, and it's cleared pretty quickly, so it must have just been a half spin or something. Crystals is going to be looking for it on Cyanidus. Kurs is going to be looking for it on the both of these guys. So we'll see how this one's going to play out. Crystal's closing in on the Ferrari now. Is he going to go for it? He's closing, and he is on the inside now. Kurs is going to have a perfect view of this, and Crystal gets him before the corner, so he's able to turn it safely. Got a yellow flag. There's a bit of a train behind Papa in 12th place, and Cyanidus is going to hold that position on Kurs, I believe. So we're going to flick over to this little battle now, and so Icewind's after just pitting is going to have to go for it on Papa there, and Pemi's going to go for it on it. Oh, it looked like he might go on his teammate. He's going to have to now, because the switchback in this contact between Legend and Pemi, and they're both around. When Pemi's around, Legend's able to keep the car straight and keep going. Pemi being bounced around there. And Marley, he's going to lose position. He's going to come out right in this little fight as well. So he's just been took out from a fight, and he's going to come straight back into one there. And Pemi might have a look on Girl, and as it can finally pit to go on a set of mediums. And it seems like he's going to keep it single file. But Blur's not keeping it single file. He's just gone straight up the inside of the McLaren. This is for P15. And Blur has a look on the inside of Girl there, but keeps it in a straight line. Azakin looks like he's going to come out in not much clean air as Blur goes up the inside, around the outside, sorry, of Gurla and gets the move done. And now Pemi's going to try and go for it on Gurla, as Kurs is going to go for it on Cyanidus as well. We'll flick over that quickly as these three now battling for the lead of the race. That train behind Marley is probably what we're going to flick to after this move's done. It looks to be done. It is done. We're going to flick over to that train now. The Mercedes, the Red Bull, the Mercedes, McLaren, the Alpine, and the Williams, all in relatively close proximity now. This race is only 10 laps in, but a pretty crazy one. Mass amounts of overtakes and collisions. And Kurs might have a look on on Crystals, sorry, but it doesn't seem like it as now.
TSX go for a move up on Mali.
He's got the
pretty
move.
straightforward, yeah, pretty straightforward. So a lot of these incidents, Bales, from what I've seen, maybe I'm judging it wrong, but they're not like horrifically bad driving. It just seems to be some people are suffering from maybe spatial awareness from the brake, because just little taps is all it takes.
Yeah, just a bit rusty, possibly, but it seems to be even now. No massive collisions per se, just like I said, the lack of awareness really showing us. Crystal Pit. Onto the hard tyres there. So he doesn't want to go on the softs, he wants to extend the lead. As Azakin goes for it on Milan, he kind of has to here. And he gets the move done on the Mercedes. As everything's just sort of calming down now. Crystal comes out just right behind Joel. Joel who pitted earlier, so this is for position. I
don't think Crystal's going to hang around here behind Joe. I think he's when he gets this done ASAP, and of course he will have the benefit of DRS.
And Icewind's right there.
Yeah.
So he's got to get it done cleanly as well. Crystal's been involved in a few incidents already, and there's still the train behind Marley there, and it is growing.
So here goes Crystals, going for a move on Joel. Joel wise enough, not fighting it. He knows he can't win that battle.
We've now got to fight against Ice. Ice goes a bit deep there and might not be able to get the run. And he doesn't. He's not able to get the run. Pemi gets past Marley there.
Oh, Milan is out of battery, catching up with Azakin.
So he obviously trying to stick with them just to keep with that DRS. And it's not
That would
really
maybe suggest that he's maybe struggling a little bit. Well, I
could.
suppose he is an older mediums.
Marley having not. Oh, he has a kind of look on Pemi. He doesn't really go for it. Not really an overtaking opportunity there. As Ioannidis pits, and this allows Kurz to run away with this bit. So he might be able to try and go for a bit of an overcut there, but I don't think that's going to work. Considering the lap time Azakin has just put in at 31.9. We've got a yellow flag, and that is Correas there. He has spun. And he's going to rejoin the track behind Papa there in P19. So not been a particularly great race for some of these guys. Legend down in P20, so not been great for him. So
another tall guy getting himself 5 seconds. Wouldn't be surprised if some people start to pretty much give it up now and retire in the pits.
Oh, I think
still a lot to play for though, Bales. I mean, you know, still a good bit of this race to go. Anything can happen, as we can see. Look how many different leaders we've had within these 12 laps. It's still looking pretty good for Azakin, I have to say, but it all depends on what these other guys can do in these different strats, and also what can Kurz do, because you know, Kurz has come back pretty well, and of course he will have you know, what's he going to go for? Is he going to go for the softs? Is he going to try and run the mediums deep? Who knows? We're going to find out, Wheels. But you know what? Oh, and saying that, Kurz is in. Kurz
so he's on me. He's going for hards then.
He's going to go for hards, yeah.
In the meantime, Airspy trying to get past the Aston Martin. Aston Martin having none of it closed in the door. Airspy gets a 5-second penalty for exceeding track limits, so that's coming in at the pit lane. So he must have just cut the entry a bit there, and that has cost him dearly. So where is Kurz going to come out in relation to that? Nowhere near Azakin. Milan's going to try. It's going to come out behind Crystals. That is the main person he probably wants to come out ahead of. That's who he was finally, and he has. He's come out in P5. So it's been a good step for Kurz to recover back into that position as Icewind gets ahead of Joel there. But Joel might fight it a bit on the other straight. Aceboy also coming into the pit lane now.
Yeah, Sahadin is picking himself up another time penalty. Those Ferraris do have quite a number of penalties. It's really going to affect them big time.
Azakin.
I don't. Sahadinis is right up the backside of this Red Bull, and it's going to be a straightforward move. He's almost going to get the move done just before the DRS. I think Joel is deploying.
Oh, squeezing them.
He's having none of this. He's going to try and defend as best he can.
He can't. He breaks too early, and there's still that train behind Marley there. And Pemi might have a go now, and he is on the inside. Girl is going to have a fantastic view of what's happening here, and it looks like Pemi's got that job done. As Ioannidis gets past Icewind.
Icewind not fighting it. So yeah, I think these guys are not necessarily working together, but they're certainly they both know they know what's happening here, and they're playing it smart.
Yep. Marley gets that position back on Pemi. So Pemi's gonna have to redo that move. In the meantime, Azakin's closing in on his teammate to try and retake that lead. It looks like Azakin is in a really good position to win this one, provided there are no safety cars.
Yeah, his Crystals seemed to get just got the tail end of that. He seemed to get really squirrely there on the power out of that last corner, and he nearly went into the pit wall. But yeah, he held on to it. Doesn't have much battery though, and Sahadinis has got just under half a battery. So Sahadinis is going to be hunting him down. And as Zombie Kebab says rightly in chat, safety car would change everything. I personally would love to see a safety car mix it up. But yeah, still a lot to play for.
Pemi went for the move in turn 1. He got that position back, but he might have done that one a bit too early. He probably should have waited for the straight, because that's going to allow Marley again that position back all that easier, unless Pemi thinks he has the grip to keep it ahead of the Red Bull. So these guys are going to be battling for the majority of the race issue as Icewind's closing in on Ioannidis once again, but we're going to keep on this battle here as it seems that Marley's going to retake the position as expected, and Pemi on the mediums might be getting a bit frustrated at this, as Azakin is going to be stuck behind his teammate for the whole of the last sector. That's going to cost him some time to Milan and Meepo and Kurz. Meepo in P4 not done his pit stop yet, but he's managed to keep out of trouble, so he might rejoin in this little battle that we're seeing now. 10th behind is Marley behind Pemi as Icewind picks up a penalty there.
Azakin passing Nap, his teammate, for P1.
So he retakes the lead there.
Do you know what, Bales? I mean, don't discount Kurz. I really don't. Well, there we go. Fastest lap. As soon as I say that, do not discount him. This guy does have frighteningly fast pace. He can catch guys very, very quickly. So, and he has got those fresh hards. Only 2 laps old. Man, he is still in with a shout of this race, and that will be a mega recovery from that early on incident for going for the P1.
Yep. We'll see as Marley and Pemi goes to the move again at turn 1. So yeah, I don't know whether he's just not thinking about it, or
yeah, because he's gonna lose it again.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, turn 1, the first DRS you just use that to charge your battery.
Oh, Pemi!
As I said, Bales, that is a gingerly kind of acceleration zone. You just want to be gentle on the throttle because too much. That's what happens. But because of that, Mali loses out the position to Gerla because, of course, he didn't have. Well, maybe he did get the DRS just before Pemi lost it out. But yeah, Gerla up to P6.
That's exactly what Gerla would have
Oh,
wanted.
Sardina's running a little bit wide there. Icewind not capitalising on it though. I think he's quite happy to sit behind him here. Ice doesn't have much battery, so yeah, he might sit behind Sahadinas here to try and charge the battery a little bit. Although Ice does have a couple of penalties, as does Sahadinas. Meepo yet to pit, so yeah, we'll move all these guys up 1. Meepo, I wonder, is he? Surely Meepo's not going for hard soft, is he?
He might be. I don't think that'll be particularly viable. Surely he's going for hard mediums. I think. It would make more sense. Cyanide not really closing in on crystals as much as maybe what Icewind would have wanted. So they're just gonna be stuck behind for a bit. The battle for P11 is still well and truly on. Actually caps locked. And Marley on the back of that Alpine still. But I think he does have, Gerla does have the pace over Marley as Hudden picks up a time penalty.
Oof. Nap ran a little bit deep there at the chicane, following behind Milan, and yeah, he's lost out there big time. And is he going to deploy? No, he's not deploying to catch it up, but he's still just within the DRS. He has so much to go yet, about, what's that, 10 laps to go soon. And the penalties will come into play, as we seen yesterday, that in the last lap, Motocrosser got a penalty on the final lap. Oh, Kurz goes round Nap, so yeah, Nap really struggling on those 15th lap mediums.
Kurz only 3 seconds away from the lead here. So it's definitely been a good recovery so far. Legend gets past Carius, it looks like. The move still not complete though. Carius comes back and almost puts him in the wall. That was close. And we'll, Legend holds P19 for now. So everything has sort of calmed down since the earlier part in the race, if you remember that too.
Yeah, but Kurz has caught up rapidly behind Milan here. And of course he is on those much fresher hards. He will have DRS. Doesn't have an awful lot of battery. He's deploying now.
No, but neither does Milan. Milan's in 10% mode, which is like really slow. So he's gonna go for it on the outside now, and he's got the job done. Up into P2.
Man, I still say that Kurz is definitely one for this race win. It's reasonably fresh hards. I mean, I know from experience, I didn't really find mediums being much quicker than the hards, and then of course they do drop off sooner. So Kurz is going to I think he's going to reel in Azakin. Penalties permitting, not permitting these guys. I would predict Kurz is going to go for this. He's reeling him in. Look at that delta drop. Man, Kurz is going for this. He's definitely one to watch. He is going to potentially win this race.
Yeah, it's Milan pits as well. So Milan on the 2-stop strategy, it must have been. As Meepo also pits, and he gets a 5-second penalty for speed in the pit lane, and Kurz does a fastest lap of the race. So I think this is definitely getting spiced up a bit.
And look at this battle for P11 bills. It's still raging on. These guys are all swapping position. Who's up ahead? Joel. No, it's not. Yeah, it is. Who is it?
Mali.
It's Mali. Mali's getting caught. Oh, there's a car coming out of the pit.
Oh! And that lands Milan on a fresh set of soft tyres. And more contact. And Mali's had to go off the track there. Almost won on the Emirates fly. Better board. And I think if he hit that, the Emirates would have been flying. Gurla has lost that position instantly to Milan on those fresh starts. There'd be so much more grip on that tyre. Yeah, already a 7th advantage.
Ooh, Pammy got really another tank slapper here, yeah. Milan did well to navigate through that as quickly as he could to ensure he gets a good, probably a podium finish. But yeah, this battle for P11 is mega. It's just going on lap after lap.
Yep. Oh, Milan gets a penalty.
Saying that, Milan gets himself 3 seconds.
Yeah, Milan's got to close a lot though if he wants to get up to the podium. He's got to gain like 30 seconds.
What is it? 1 or 2 laps ago, Kurz was 3 seconds from Azakin. He has now got that down to 2 seconds, and it is dropping fast. And we're now into the just over the ones. Oh, what's going on here at between P10 between Mali and Girl? It looked like a little bit of a tap there. Mali tapped the rear end off Girl. Girl seems to be really struggling here on these 10-lap-old hards. Yeah. Probably keep a wee eye on this Bales. I think Mali's making a go for a move on Gurla. Or again, it would be best not to go for the move in turn 1 and wait until you get to the main straight.
That would make sense. That's what Pemi was doing, and that did eventually put him in the infield a bit, and lost him a lot of the positions. But Mali's still looking to get this move done on Gurla. He couldn't last lap due to Gurla having the DRS from the line. It was now 2.5 seconds up the road. The fact that Kurz is closing in on Azakin on medium, those mediums should still be good. Like,
oh yeah, but it's just the rate of which Kurz is catching him is phenomenal.
I don't get it.
I mean, yes, they're fresher hards, but surely they shouldn't be that much of it.
No,
he's into within under 1
I mean, he
second
get like 3 tenths in 1 corner.
How is he doing that? That's mega.
It's like similar. Like, I don't get it. For DRS now, we'll see how fast the sticks get the move done. He coming through the first couple of corners now, and another couple tenths gain there. Icewind right on the back of his teammate of Satanidas now, and I think Icewind will be a bit eager to get past. He's been stuck behind his teammate for a long time. Kurz on the back of Azakin. So we'll see how this goes as Milan puts in the fastest. That's only 3 tenths faster than what Kurz is doing on hards.
Yeah. On 7-lap-old hards. My goodness, that guy's got some pace in him. I don't know where he's getting it. Oh, Meepo having a little look on Hoodum, and yeah, Meepo, I seen that one coming. He just cut that corner and nearly lost it on the curbs.
Gets himself a 3-second time penalty. Just trolls Pemi and Alfa Romeo.
Oh my goodness! Look at this battle Bales from 7th back.
Yeah, that's what I just flicked to. There was a bit of contact there. The Aston Martin Nabe is also caught up to the back, and he's on fresh softs. He'll be trying to make his way through. He's on full battery as well. Is that Aston Martin? So he'll be trying to go for a bit of a move on Ace Boy. Inside line, no contact was there. Ace Boy left full of room, but he's compromised himself to the exit.
Yeah, if you're going to go up the inside of someone there, you have to have so much trust in your guy.
I didn't even.
Not going to cut in.
I didn't realize that Mali also got past Gurla. In the meantime,
Pemi's really pushing it. Pemi really wants to get past Gurla here. Pemi is a very rapid boy if he can get into clean air.
And Ace Boy still going side by side. And oh my, now we're going all the way around the out contact. Now we get squeezed off the circuit. He's gonna have to come back on there. And Ace Boy, no, that was inevitable. was inevitable. Going side by side to the Ace probably just going for a bit of a loop there.
He's going to go for a move here. If he's going to go for a move on Gurla, if he can get... Oh, Gurla lags back.
My game has exploded.
Gurla has lagged back. What's happened, Bales? You still in the game?
Gurla lagged back and it exploded my game. It crashed.
That's okay. Well, if you're still streaming, I can call.
Yeah. I can still stream.
But the people can't see what you're streaming.
Yeah. But the stream's still up, so just talk.
That's all right. So yeah, this battle is still going on for the mid pack. Obviously, you can't see you, so it has suddenly become a radio show. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Tipsy Bar Radio Show. Anyway, we're kicking off here. Yes, still going. These lads in the midsection are still battling. Correa gets himself a 3-second time penalty. This is going to be like the horse races, where I'm going to have to speak as quick as I can.
Come on.
But up ahead for P2, while we're trying to get Bales back in again, P2, Kurz is half a second, just under half a second away from P1. DRS activated, although he doesn't have much battery. Oh, Kurz is I said this, Kurz is not out of this race, and it certainly is bang smack into it again. They've just gone around turn 1.
Go, get in the second.
Kurz, we're gonna yellow somewhere on track, but I'm just gonna stay on board for the people, I suppose, listening still.
I'm loading in. I'm loading in.
Bales. Well, Kurz, he's still on the back end here of Azakin, and they're coming around onto the Mistral State. DRS activate or detection zone. Here we go. 3/10. DRS activated. Kurz has got the DRS activated. He's deploying everything he's got. He's going up the inside.
Load faster.
Azakin is trying to fight it back, and Kurz has taken P1 off Azakin. And by all bets now, he is not going to lose it, because the pace this guy has got is mega. Although in saying that, he has only got 8% battery. The time penalties are flying in. Gurla, 3-second time penalty. Almost everyone on the grid has got a time penalty. Azakin, 12 lap old mediums. He's going to have nothing to say for Kurz. Kurz is running away with his Bales. Are you back ready?
Yeah, I have never spammed buttons harder, and I just missed the move. It came in, and Kurz is just coming onto the second straight after the chicane. I just missed it.
Yeah, it's alright. It was just on the main straight. It wasn't too much of a tricky turn. But Pemi, this battle is raging on now. For Pemi. Pemi's right up in the back end of these guys, of Mali.
Oh, now he's going to go for it on the inside! Oh my...
And he's hanging on.
Oh, that's caught that with. Where's the damage there? Surely.
And he cuts back in again to regain that position. This is a mega battle going on for this midsection battle.
Oh my god!
That was going to really send it. These guys know we're getting near the end of the race, and there is points up for grabs.
Put him in the pit lane.
These positions are not guaranteed. The Alpha getting squirrely on the exit. Sorry, Bales, I'm just going to keep going here. Pemi is still hunting down Mali. This is going to continue on until the main straight. There's no change up at the front. Kurz is going to run away with that, although Azakin is squeezing up roughly about half a second, but we're going to stay on board with Pemi as we're going to see what's going to happen here on this main straight. There's a little battle going on behind. Who is that now? I'm checking it. It is Tassis and Meeple. These guys are still battling, but here we go. We're going to go in for round 23 of this midsection battle between Pemi, Nap and Mali. DRS zone, here we go, but it looks like the Aston Martin has got a better run. Mali's pulled out to the inside. Oh, and Nap's going to stay up on the inside. Who's going to get it? Pemi. Nap. Pemi gets it. Pemi gets P1. Oh, and Nap contact. And it's
oh my god. We got a safety car. We've got a safety car.
Lap 23. We have got a safety car.
Kurz and Azakin both in. Who is out? Who's crashed?
Drama at Le Castellet Paul Ricard. Here we go, people. We are going to get this to the end. Everyone's going to stick on softs. It is game on, Bales.
Let's go.
Kurz was running away with it.
Oh, Crystal's is P3. I didn't even realize that. So
Crystal's 3 on.
We're going to get Kurz versus Crystals. Yeah. Let's go.
I'm going to have an aneurysm here, Bales.
The Ferrari are double stacking. No.
Oh no! Yeah, well, you know what? It's not a big
oh,
deal,
look
really,
at the train of cars coming in the pit lane. Why is the Aston Martin and the Mercedes pit? They're on softs already.
Yeah, they just don't want to. They don't want to lose out on anything, so they're just going to gamble with everyone
Oh
else.
my holy pit stop!
Remember, Beals, there are a lot of time penalties here at play,
True.
and some guys don't have any. Namely, Kurz and Azakin. Crystals has got a time penalty.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
know where that came from. So yeah. But look, make no mistake about it, Bales. Even though these guys, like Crystal for sure, even though he has got a time penalty, that's not going to stop him from going for the
No,
win.
of course
He's gonna
not.
try and get this win on track.
Well, this is one way to spice up the race.
But did you see where that safety car came from? Because I don't see.
No clue. I think Legend spun, and he might have just stayed stationary just long enough. So, yeah.
So this is not over yet. I thought I kind of tipped Kurz to win this early on. Then he had that contact going for the P1, getting a little bit too greedy, one could say. Lost out. But my goodness, what a recovery from Kurz to get up to P1. Fresh softs. I mean, it's all to play for now for these lads. Azakin and Kurz are going to be going for it. But look, there are an awful lot of guys. Well, easily second time penalty. There is an awful lot to play for here, even though there are penalties. Differing penalties. Sorry, Bales. Tassis is another guy to watch. No penalties. P12. Not many laps to go. I would say the safety car will probably come in lap 25, and we're probably going to see. We're going to see a 2-lap shootout for this race win, Bales.
Yep, 2 warnings for Kurz though, none for Azakin. So 1 off-track excursion to Kurz, and that could be the difference. By the way, Aston Martin safety car looking very nice.
What, sorry?
The Aston Martin safety car.
Oh, isn't it just absolutely delicious, that car? Although I have to say, I do prefer the AMG GTR exhaust. My goodness, that is just pure sweetness.
Yep, I agree. So the safety car will be in this lap. I think it's
has
in
to come
So Legend might not get to the back of this train. Well, he's not going to get the back of the train if he's lifted and coasted on a straight.
Well, Bales, you know I like my predictions.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to predict there is going to be carnage on this race.
Oh yes, definitely. Everyone's going to be really desperate. They're on fresh softs, maximum amount of grip. This is going to be fun.
It is game on, or effectively it's going to be Thunderdome strikes once again. It could be, Bales. Here you go. What we're going to find out. Oh, I'm buzzing. Can't wait for it. Who says virtual racing can be boring at times? No one said that. I don't know
Literally no one said that.
Literally no one said that.
Ever. Yeah.
Yes, as the guys are saying, we got the Dragon there.
So we have no
massive
we have
crash on the straight.
we have no DRS. We will get no DRS. This is gonna be pure Slipstream racing.
Well, nice plug there, Bales. I like it. It is pure and simple Slipstream racing with the odd little bit of a ERS, of course. The tow is really powerful now since the update, I believe.
Yep.
I was able to keep up with the guys up ahead of me yesterday because of the tow.
I'm getting flashbacks to Baku and Tier 1 last race. Legend is not making it to the back of this train. Unless you're as he calls words.
Anyone who's popped off for a cup of tea, get them back as soon as possible. We have got a 2-lap shootout for the race win. No one can call it. We do not know who's going to get this. Any one of these guys can get it. There may be carnage. It's likely there's going to be carnage. Do you want to call this one, Bales?
I would love to. And Legend gets it. He cut straight over the chicane. He wants to do this start no matter the cost. And Kurz is practically a stop. So I mean, he might actually get to the back of this train. He is. He's going to get to the back. And what has happened?
Oh, no.
This is carnage. They're all going side by side already. Kurz is already gone. He's already gone. What? That's not legal. That is not legal in the slightest. But we'll roll with it, I guess. He's gone with a 1.3 second advantage. And it's already kicked off. Marty and Hoodham went side by side for a bit. And Ace and Blur gone side by side. Ice and Cyanidis. Cyanidis gets that position back on Ice, and Napa gets a 3-second time penalty. In the meantime, we got a 2-lap sprint, and Kurz has already got a 1.1 second advantage with this bit of a cheater start. So it's the grid all still tightened up now. And it is just every man for himself. As Korea's has a penalty. Penalties are really crucial. And
I'm really surprised there's no car. I think it was because of that safety car restart, Beale, or sorry, Kerr just kind of avoided any kind of carnage happening. But look, we're coming on to the final lap. My goodness, this is going to be mega. I can't see Kerr's losing it now unless he gets a time penalty. He's got 1.2 seconds already.
Yep. Marley on the back of Pemi. So this little train is still going for it, no matter what. And here we go now. Marley on the inside of the McLaren. The continuation of these battles between these other drivers, and a bit of a switch back from Pemi. Then there's contact between the two, and it seems they've been able to keep it on the track though, which is nice. Nap is still looking behind them, and Tatas is in a great position right now. He could shoot up to the top 5 as we come onto the main straight for the last lap. So final lap for these guys. And Kerr sets a 29.5 in the race. So
How? Oh.
And had him on the back. So everyone's slipstreaming each other. So there's not really a margin for any form of overtaking because everyone is just in a train.
Yeah, but everyone will be deploying every last inch of their battery. Here goes the final main straight off the race. Oh, we got a guy off. Who was that? We got it was TSX with off track. He's recovered again though. Oh,
yeah, we got yellow, and that is Koreas in the wall there. Any moves happening? We got Gerla on the Alfa Romeo on the inside there, and Pemi gets a 3-second time penalty, which is not particularly going to help him. Oh, it's alright, and on the curb there's Gerla, and it seems it's all have settled down as Pemi. As Miko, sorry, he's going to have a look on Gerla as well, but can't really get the move done. And Tatas really can't be battling to and can't fall out of range of these guys who have penalties. But Gerla does not care, sending it up the inside. And he is gonna, there's more contact there, but it all stays pretty stationary between these guys. As Kurz is coming through the little corner now. And he's going to cross the line to win the race after his mega cheaty restart that was definitely not legal. Azakin crosses the line to finish P2, and who's going to get P3 with all the penalties? It looks like Crystals will maintain that.
Tassis jumps from P11 to P8 because he had no penalties. Whoa. So there is our grid. We did eventually get a DNF, and it was Legend, the only guy to DNF. There's that funny 20-second time penalty for ignoring the yellow flag. That happens to me twice in my memory. But yeah, Kurz, somehow, he has recovered and won the Tier 2 race. And what a race it was. Against the quality of guys we have, that was just a mega race. Kurz, P1, Azakin, fantastic job. Both of these guys, no penalties, P2. Crystal's getting himself back up to 3rd place, Milan P4, Mali P5, Sardinus 10, Joel 7, Tassis, I think, P8, Gerla and Aceboy rounding out the top 10. Pemi just missing out, I think, with that, of course, that penalty, ooh, a bit of a tongue there, that penalty he picked up. I think there might be a bit of a debate going on after the race about the restart. We were kind of robbed. Off,
we
like
were
a proper restart. I was looking forward to it, to see all the guys bunched up going for turn 1. But yeah, Kurz is looking after himself. He wants to win this race, and so he wasn't having any of it. Whether it was legal or not is not for me to say. I honestly don't know, but we'll see. Regardless, he is our race winner after a little bit of a contact mid-race or near the start of the race. He has recovered. And the safety car was a minor blip for him. He made sure that it didn't affect him whatsoever. And he takes the win in France. Le gagne dans la France. And the Chinese, they did pretty well too as well, didn't they? P3. Well done, Fedivara.
definitely not Italian.
Definitely not Italian, no. So there is the grid. Not only does Kurz get the P1 against all odds, well, not all odds, but the incident he had early on, he also gets the fastest lap, so it's maximum points For Kurz, 26 points with a 1 minute 29.588. Wow. In race trim as well. Well done, man. Oh, so there you are, Bales. How did you find the France race?
It was a race. I think it was enjoyable, but I think the safety car restart was a bit interesting. I don't know whether entirely legal or what. It might be, it might not be. It's more just from an entertainment perspective. We got kind of robbed.
Yeah, we got slightly robbed a little bit, but look, hey, like I said, they're not. It is effectively entertainment, but these guys are not there to entertain. At the end of the day, they're there to win. That's why they're here. They're not here to make up the numbers, and they will do what they can within the legal elements of it, of course, to win. So again, not for us to make past judgment on whether it was legal or not. The fact is, at the moment, he has won the race, and he is the winner of the Le Circuit de Paul Ricard.
Well, Kaz is in the interviews channel. Do you want to drag him in?
I can't drag anyone in.
Oh, Tipsy does not have that luxury.
As I was saying that about the circuit, I can hear the wife giving off, the Frenchy wife giving off, because she keeps saying that I'm saying it wrong. And I think I'm saying it right, Bales. Le Circuit de Paul Ricard, because you don't pronounce the D.
I'm not French. Right. I'm not the right person to ask this. I would trust the French people.
I mean, I could murder it, and I could say, bienvenue. What would you say? Le Circuit de Paul Ricard. Oh, I said the D. Damn it.
Let's get Kuz in here, man. Kuz winning the race with great pace, might I add, on those hards, quicker than someone on the mediums. You did a thing. How was your race, Kuz?
God, it was an up, and then it was a down, and then it was a middle, and then it was an up at the end. So yeah, it was a pretty good race. Surprisingly, when I spun, I noticed on the map that the leaders weren't actually that far ahead compared to like the mid pack and everything. So I was quite lucky as well with that spin at the start. That a lot of the midfield pit, so I had all that clean air, and no one really like tried blocking me or anything. So I could just put my head down on those mediums, and then on the hards, they felt better than the mediums, to be honest. I don't know how. I just was quick.
Mm-hmm.
Caught Aiken, and yeah, I think we were also quite lucky with the safety car, because I remember when I overtook him, we were just rounding round, like just about to go to the penultimate corner, and then the safety car came, so we were quite lucky there as well, I think.
Yeah, talking about the safety car, hot topic for debate is that restart. I think it was in fact legal from the standpoint, but me and Tipsy felt kind of robbed. I'm not gonna lie.
Really?
Yeah, we wanted the entertaining restart, but we didn't get it, unfortunately. But still, yeah, you gotta think about your own race, I guess.
It was a bit of a cheeky one, slowing everyone down and then rocket shipping away. So that managed to put some time between me and Aiken, and it was a pretty calm ending to the race, to be honest.
Yeah.
And my first win, so I'm happy about that.
Congrats. It was you showed fantastic pace, honestly. I don't even think some of the tier 1 guys could match that. It was really quick. I think at one point you had someone set a fast up on the softs. I think it was the Mercedes of it was one of the Mercedes, so obviously someone who was quite fast, and they were only 3 times faster than what you were on the hards, whereas they were on fresh softs. It was pretty crazy.
Yeah, Aiken was pretty quick actually. Looking at the time at the end, he was only 1/10 down. So
yeah, it was a good show for him.
I mean, I just want to I'm almost speechless. That is no mean feat. What you did today, Kers. I mean, you getting into the top 3. What was it on the mediums? Was a mega job by you. And I said right at the start, look, you're one to watch here, because you're that high up on the the mediums. And then whenever you got past, I think it was Milan, and then it was TSX.
Yeah.
And then you went for it, the other one. And I was saying on the stream that maybe a little bit too greedy at that element of really going for it, maybe lost you out, but to recover in the manner that you did and catch these guys, and like these guys are not slow
Yeah,
by
not at
far
all.
from it. And you just made it look so easy, man. It's like that was just. I'm almost speechless. That was an amazing drive. I don't know how you did it, man, but
Thank you.
well done.
I was bricking it as well because once I got on the hard stint, I knew I had to really push. And throughout the whole hard stint, I was on one warning left. So, like, having to, like, I was literally trying, like, I was trying to set, like, quali laps per lap and not trying to get that one last warning because I know that would have probably, you know, put me down the order. So,
Hmm.
yeah.
But as Beals made light to their reference to there about the safety car, we were kind of looking forward to like a bunched up start,
Hmm.
just for our own entertainment purposes,
Yeah.
and then of course when you went early, that well, I wouldn't say robbed us off that because as I was saying on stream, look, everyone's here for their own race. They're not here to entertain us. They are there to win.
Yeah.
But it would have been just on our side, entertainment purposes, it would have been amazing to see everyone bunched up. But like you did what you had to do to ensure that you didn't get caught up in that. So yeah, I don't know. I think maybe some people are maybe looking at that whether it was a legal restart or not. I don't know how it can be illegal. I mean, I'm not up to speed on that, but
Yeah, it was legal. I maintained pace. Everyone was behind me, like going slowly. I was like no one was like hitting each other. And then when I saw the safety car was just going into the pits, I sped up. That was my time.
yeah.
Yeah.
But regardless, that's all here or what is it? I can't speak. That's neither near or I can't say it. I can't say it. There's an expression, the expression I'm
Neither
trying to say
here or
here.
there.
Neither here nor there. Yes, the
Yeah.
fact is, you are our current race winner in France. So well done,
Thank you.
Mr. Kurz.
Yeah, thanks. And also I want to congrats my Chinese friend,
Yes.
Crystals. He did incredible to what from P13 I think
Yeah.
get
P14.
the
You know.
P14
You know
to
he knows
P3.
kung fu, Kurz.
Yeah, I don't want to mess with him. He might karate
So
chop me.
so no funny business,
Yeah, no funny
or
business.
he's on to you.
Mhm. Yeah. Well, yeah, it was a great race. I think, to be honest, if Crystals in quali didn't invalidate his laps and I think he would have got P1. Uh, I don't think I would have won, to be honest, unless on that safety car, if it happened, maybe I could have done something, but I realistically don't think maybe I could have done anything.
Don't know,
Mm.
man, because I mean, you had the pace pretty much all race
Hmm.
on, well, pretty much everyone, because hence why you won. So I don't know if Crystals could have done much. But yeah, if he didn't have that penalty, who knows?
Yeah,
Penalties can have a mental trigger on you, kind of demotivate you a little bit. Um, and I know my man Feta can sometimes be affected by like things that happen in the race. So who knows? The fact is, the race is done and you've won, man. So well done.
yeah. Thank you, man.
Now
Have
enjoy
you?
your celebrations.
I will. I will. Thank you.
Right, Crystals or Joel?
I have no preference,
Let's bring
although I don't
Crystals.
speak Chinese. So hopefully Fedivara speaks English.
I think he speaks
Yeah,
English.
no, oh, hello.
Fedivara.
Hey,
Oh, can you speak English?
I can speak Chinese.
Well, I don't, sadly. So it's gonna have to
Oh,
be
Can you
English.
please speak Chinese? Like a sentence.
so I have to go now.
What do you mean you have to go? You have the
Do
interview,
you
Feta.
join the interview?
No, I can stay here. Yeah. Just ask me a question.
How was your race?
It was nothing special, honestly. I mean, I had literally zero pace, so yeah, that was the maximum that I could afford.
Whoa,
Literal
Fedivara.
zero pace and
Fedivara.
gets P3.
Whoa.
What?
Yes.
What?
You
What?
cannot say I had no pace and get P3 in Tier 2 SLR. The guys, SLR Tier 2 is mega. Legend, Sahadinas, all these guys, they are rapid as anything. To
Yeah,
get
but
P3 Feta, that is not lacking pace.
uh, I don't know. I mean, yeah, a little bit, but I was trying all the race, so
Listen, everyone. Listen to Feta try to be humble. Yeah, I didn't have much pace. Yeah, I only just got P3. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, lucky.
Do you think you could have won, Crystals?
No, obviously not.
Short and sweet, no?
I mean, Curse was literally way faster, and also Icon as well. So
Hmm.
yeah, probably if I could get a little bit of pace, probably could have done better. But I mean, it's fine. Not a bad result at all.
Hmm. Okay. Well, thank you, Fervara, for that little interview. If you have to go now, you are free to vacate the
Nah, I
interview
mean, I
channel.
don't have to go. I
It's a,
can
well,
remain there
Are
all
you?
day
Are
when
you
it is
can't? You
important.
can't?
you
You
do
can't?
have to go.
What?
Uh,
You see, the shoe is on the other foot this time, as goes the expression, Crystals. Normally, I'm getting interviewed, but this time I'm giving the interview, and
Oh
I'm telling
God!
you, you're done.
Oh
Right?
God!
That is it. You're done. You're done.
Oh
Right?
God!
Get him out. Get him out.
okay, bye.
Oh my!
See you later, fella.
Yeah, see you.
See,
The
Bales,
poor man!
no messing
The
on my
poor
watch.
man! He
Hear
just
that, Bales? No messing on my
he
watch.
came for an interview, not a beat down.
Right, who's next? Who's next?
Joel,
for
it's
what?
Joel, it's Joel. It's Joel.
Joel,
Tipsy.
how was your race? 25 in quali? My
I
goodness.
know. It
That
was
mega.
very good. I was very happy with that. Did hardly any practice, and I haven't touched the game for like the last 2 weeks, so I was very surprised.
Everyone's coming off that excuse in the tier 2 general. Oh, I have no practice. Oh, I have no... and then they all go and do low 1 minute 29s. Come on, lads.
Natural pace.
Well, I had 0 pace in the race, to be honest. I lost like 3-4 positions on lap 1, and I couldn't get them back because I was just dropping back and back. And my setup had a really bad tyre wear as well. So I went into the hards, and I was like 3 laps into my stint, and I was on like something like 20%. And I said, Chief, these aren't going to last. Chief, these aren't going to last. And then he was like, nah, they'll last fine. So I got to like lap 17 and I was on like 65%, which was ridiculous. No way am I getting to the end from there. So I pit for medium. Maybe it should have been softs. But Chief said stay out, and well, if I did, then the safety car would have come and I might have been in a better position, but you can't predict things like that, obviously. But yeah, I mean, without the safety car, I was probably looking at P12, maybe 11 at a push, to try and catch back up to that train that Marley was forming.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was happy when the safety car came out because one of the few without any penalties, so I just tried to stay on the back of people and not having any risks. Although I did have one pretty difficult moment on the final lap where the guy ahead of me broke really early. I nearly went into the back of him and span, but thankfully that didn't happen.
Yeah, as you say, Joel, I mean, once you lose out positions in generally in any of these tiers, it is hard to catch up, especially tier 2. But no, I myself personally was really impressed with your quality time. Just sadly, you got caught out in the race. Whenever you do start, whenever you've got like a train behind you, and you're at the front of the train, and everyone else has got DRS. I mean, whenever one guy goes, it's usually 2 or 3 is going to go as well, and it just, as you say, you just go from one position, you just drop back so quickly, and it is so difficult to recover. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think I'm really happy with that actually because it's my first points of the season, first time back. So hopefully
Well
it
done.
can be the start of regular points in the second half.
Yeah, well, as we've seen, anything can happen, Joel, in these races. Everyone is so competitive in tier 2 that they really go for it. And look, things happen on track. People get penalties. People get spun off. It was, of course, France. It's unlikely to get that many major DNFs. I don't know where the safety car came from, but yeah, man, if you keep that pace up the rest of the season, considering the tracks that we've got up ahead, I would not be surprised to see you in the points positions again, Joel, in the coming weeks.
Yeah, hope to. Yeah, thanks.
Yeah. Well, thanks for joining us, Joel, and well done today on your points finish.
Thank you.
Okay.
Is that us done, Joe, or Beals?
You should call me. That's
What?
unforgivable. I can't believe.
I
Oh my god.
Are you gonna have an on-air beef with me, Bales? Because I will
On
destroy
air
you.
beef. Oh yeah. Come on, fight me.
Do you know? Do you want me to post the screenshot from the 1v1 yesterday?
No, I'm fine. Right, who are
Oh
we
yeah,
going
yeah. Yeah, you
at?
see,
Why
Bales.
did you
See,
take a
Bailey,
screenshot of that?
I keep my ammo for when I need it.
Oh, Sam.
I better not start whispering. Isn't that what that's called? That funny. That there's a name for that. People that whisper. What do you call it?
Oh.
Anyway, move on. Next interview.
I think it's Ice, if he wants one. Hopefully he
Oh,
wants one.
Mr. Ice.
If Ice wanted an interview. He was in the interview channel. He's in here. Ice, where did you finish in the end? You had a lot of penalties.
Yeah, I would have. I don't understand why that safety car came because nobody even crashed out. So I don't know what happened there, but I would have been like fifth or sixth if that didn't happen. And then I went for the softs and I managed to get another 5 seconds. So yeah, I was like well out of the points in the end. So, but I don't know. It was fun racing anyway. I think I was about the same pace as the, let's say, the two guys ahead of me on track, but not really enough to drop them or anything. And then like Azaken and Kurz were just, I don't know, from another planet or something, because they were doing 1.5 seconds faster per lap on the hards than I was doing in the race. So I don't even know what to say to that, but yeah.
That's the recovery from Kurz was really for me the standout element of today's race. It
Because
was
he was behind me before, like I undercut him actually, and I figured like I'm probably gonna come out ahead of him, and I never even saw him. He was like 10 seconds ahead of me after his pit stop.
yeah. I mean,
So I honestly don't know what happened there. I mean, I was battling with some guys, but I don't think I lost that much time. I guess I just was so much off pace then.
But to see in terms of the Ferrari dynamic, were you guys working together or?
I mean, I was just, my main idea was just to stay out of his way, because I kind of, I don't understand why I got the Ferrari anyway. I think somebody messed up and didn't pick up their car or something, because I was in the Williams in quali, and then we reset the lobby, and then we loaded in, and I was like, oh, I'm in the Ferrari, so what's going on here? So I got fired from Williams after quali.
Well, then that kind of answers what I thought, because I was saying that you guys were probably racing on experience and knowing not to get in each other's way. So that kind of showed on track,
Yeah, I mean, I was like the reserve guy, and I ended up being his teammate, so I just didn't want to get in his way. And I kind of wanted to help him, maybe, trade DRS or something to catch crystals ahead of us, but I just didn't have the pace. So.
But how did you find, man, racing in the tier 2 against these guys? They're pretty rapid, aren't they?
Yeah, indeed. But I think I already kind of knew that. So I was quite happy with my own pace against the field. I think it's about where I've been, like somewhere in the roughly in the points, but not really in the top end of the field by pace anyway. I was still pretty far up on the track because everybody kept spinning and crashing and doing all sorts of things. But
yeah. So where did you finish in the end? Sorry,
I think 14th or something.
Oh my
God. I was fifth on track, but it's just reserving just to get a little bit of practice for tomorrow, and hopefully a little bit less penalties as well. I didn't get another warning after I got those 9 seconds in the first 9 laps or something. So.
Yeah, well, as was seen, man, yesterday, and of course again today, the penalties can win or lose positions and even the race. But so if Nick Travesty trying to work on keeping those penalties down, and man, you should be doing all right for tomorrow. Although again, it is tier 1, so
but I mean I had I got 6 seconds in the first 5 laps or something because I think I overheated the the softs, and then it was just horribly understeer into every corner, and I couldn't really get the nose in, and that's why I ended up wide a few times and got those warnings. So yeah.
Oh well, unlucky, man. You did well overall, I think, and then of course P14.
Yeah,
but
it was fun.
Yeah, as you said, it was just to get a bit of a warm up for tomorrow. Tomorrow will be the main thing for you. I think Yari and all those guys are back as well, so
yeah,
it's gonna be mega.
It's gonna be a tall order to get points tomorrow, but I'll try.
Yeah. Well, thanks, Ice, for joining us, man. I'll catch up with you after the stream.
Yep. See you, mate.
Thanks, man. So, Bales, that is us, Bales.
Yes.
Can I say it was an absolute pleasure doing the commentating once again. It's been a long time since I've been doing the commentating, but I could say it is an absolute pleasure to do it with the Beals.
Oh, thank you, Tipsy. It's been a pleasure doing it with you too.
There we go. All that friendliness will end as soon as we end the stream. Because whenever we go into Rocket League, I'm going to destroy you.
Oh, yeah, whatever you say.
So anyway, there we go, lads. People, everybody watching, thank you for tuning in.
Yep.
What a race that was. It lived up to my expectations anyway. If not, maybe slightly robbed for that final safety car. But regardless, it was a great race, changing positions. Oh my goodness, it had pretty much everything. But come back tomorrow, guys, because we're going to do it all over again for the big one. If you thought these guys were quick, you haven't seen anything yet. Tomorrow is Tier 1, and we have, I would say, borderline esports guys. Definitely some of the top guys. It's just phenomenal watching them. I've been in some of the races with them, of course, getting lapped. It's just phenomenal just watching them do their thing. And we're going to have the main Tier 1 guys. They've been commentating for Dead Dot, Mr. Terror, and Timo. Two good chaps I know well. And yeah, they're going to be covering everything for us tomorrow. Tune in tomorrow. I think it's the same time, Bales, isn't it?
Yep. Actually, no. It's 6:15 CEST.
Yes, of course there will. I don't know how it's going to work with for the race in terms of. I think the real Formula 1.
Yeah, it's we don't miss anything. We don't miss anything. We're fine.
All right, so yeah, tune in tomorrow, guys, and to see what's going to happen. Beals will be there. Yes, Beals.
I race. I'm slow at France.
We heard him on mic, and now we're going to see him on track tomorrow. Let's see if Beals is one of those freaks.
Don't say that. Don't say
Beals
that.
is one of the.
Not in France. Not in the stop. Stop. I won at Baku. You know that's my thing now. I win one race of the season, and then I don't score points again.
Billy, can I just say, without flex, I won at France. So if I can win rubbish, you can win at France.
Well, I can try. I'm all right at penalties. So we'll see.
Look, I will give it to you that tomorrow is not an easy race to win against the likes of Jerry and Jay and Vexit and Danny and all those guys and some idiot. You know, all of them, guy Cody, Copy and Ethnic. I mean, I could just run down them all. I mean, they're all mega. So I agree, it's not going to be easy. But Billy, I believe in the youthful spirit of yourself. You can do it.
Okay.
So you can end the stream.
All right. Well, thanks for watching. I guess. Bye bye.
Bye bye.